And good morning, everyone. Let's see, you got to fix this first. There we are. Oh, but,
What are you doing
okay.
over there?
Trying to fix my camera. Okay, good morning, everybody. Welcome to our show, Latino Psychic Visions versus This One's for You.
Versus good.
So, everybody had a good week. We are here today. Our topic today, believe it or not, and I put this on Facebook this week or yesterday, I think it was enough. We've had enough. No more. Change it now. Like they say, change the record. I heard it already. So that's where we're at right now.
That's where you're at. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of things coming up. I know. Oh, there's Maria. Hello, Maria. Hi, honey. A lot of things coming up this week, and that we have no control over as every week we go. Salute, everybody.
So we've got Holly Orpin here this morning, Joe Hernandez, Jose Vasquez. We've got Lisa Cantu here. She made it. She's got her coffee and her blueberry scone. Woo-hoo. And Maria's being very helpful in getting Facebook where to go to YouTube because hi, Marcia Padilla Morad.
Yeah, that's Marcy.
Oh, Marcy. So,
hola.
Good morning, Maria. Good morning.
Good morning, honey. Where's Mijo? Mijo's got to be with her. Let's see. Good morning, John Faye, Maria. Good morning, good afternoon, whatever you want. Just pick whatever the hell you want.
Wow.
No,
so
but we're
Maria's
here.
Giving the link to our show because we're trying to get over to YouTube exclusively due to all the hackers that come in on Facebook after the show. So if you're on Facebook and you see that link, please click on it and come on over to the YouTube channel.
Amanda Ramirez and Cruz Reyes, if you can see that link right there, put that link on and it'll take you to YouTube. And because we've been getting hackers and just, it's getting out of hand basically. So we want to avoid the hackers and go have you come on the YouTube channel. If no got it to YouTube, con una chin. Ever since we had that storm, everybody wants to sell us a roof now. Got all kinds of roofers around here. Another roofer, honey?
Yeah.
Telling you.
Yep. Oh, it's happy summer solstice. That's correct. This is the longest day, I don't know how to put it, of sunshine. This is the day. Then after today, the sunshine doesn't stay as long anymore. This is not a happy day. I mean, I look at this day as, okay, this is okay. Here we go backwards now. I really like sunshine, folks. I love sunshine. Seems like we just got started.
This is the day where it starts going backwards now to fall?
Yeah. Isn't that sad?
Yeah, it is.
Thanks, Lisa. It's the longest day of the year. That's right. Thank you for helping me.
It's the most longest day of the year.
Yeah. And then in December, when it's the shortest day of the year, I'm really happy because then it starts getting...
Who made that calendar? Oh, the Incas, or the Mayans? Whoever it was.
What?
Somebody made the calendar. Who invented the calendar? Oh, I like that one, Joe.
The Romans?
Look at what's that put under? You are my sunshine. You know what? When I recorded with Mark Weber, we did it. You are my Sancha.
Does that mean something?
Sancha means like a side chick. You're married and you got a side girlfriend.
Oh.
And when we recorded that song, man, his wife kept She didn't want us to record it.
We have Amanda Ramirez here. Good morning.
As we get on. Good. Now, you remember Amanda, I would say Amanda Ramirez that came here, honey? Remember Amanda that came here to the house?
Yeah.
This is her daughter because Amanda passed away.
Oh, okay.
And this is her daughter with us.
Good to see you today. And you're
Yes.
on YouTube. Good for you. I'm so glad to see. I love seeing you guys. For those still on Facebook, watching us on Facebook, I think once you get over to YouTube, you'll find out that it's a better viewing experience because you get to see all the chats, I think, and plus you get to see. It's just a better product, actually.
Do you remember Amanda was Susie, honey? Big Amanda, she was Susie.
Okay.
This is little Amanda.
Okay. My mom is Susie. Okay.
Yep. We had a great time when everybody was here, man. I enjoyed that night. That whole weekend, in fact. That was cool.
Oh, right. That was cool. That was so cool. Yep. There's Denise from Grafton. Woohoo.
Hello, Denise. I didn't know that you knew my daughter, Alicia. All of a sudden, I see her there at your house or whatever. You guys together, and I'm going like, what? And she's up in Grafton.
Really?
Yeah. It was kind of weird.
I don't think so.
Why isn't it weird?
I mean, is that the Alicia that was up in Grafton? I think it's another.
Yes, it was with Denise.
Wow. Is
I
that
told
true,
you
Denise?
that. Huh?
Can you verify that, Denise? No,
they
that's
took a
wrong.
picture.
You got it wrong.
What
That's a
the hell?
Yeah.
What do I have wrong then?
You have the wrong Alicia. She had
No, it said Alicia Garza.
Denise is telling you no, honey.
What the hell? Man, I must be somebody playing tricks on me.
Yeah. See, this is.
By the
how
way,
bad-
Lisa says that Tina, Terry, and CV, remember CV?
Yep.
And Susie and Lisa, they were all here.
Yeah. It was quite a weekend. It was quite a weekend. We had a great time.
Good morning, Nancy Moreno. Good morning, Joe Jimenez. Joe, I hope you're feeling better now. Now that you had your operation and everything, I hope things are going good for you, buddy. A long time ago, Tony De La Rosa put out a song. I think it was him and his brother Adán. It was called Doctor del Corazón, the doctor of the heart. And Joe had an operation, so what? Leave her alone. Denise, clarify what am I wrong about? I saw
It
it.
wasn't that Alicia, honey. It was a different Alicia.
It said Alicia Garza.
Denise, would you please verify? Which Alicia was it? It did not say Garza.
Good, Joe. I'm glad to hear that, buddy. You know, Joe, they called me up to do the operation, but I said, no, I'm too far away, so have somebody else do it. Yeah, shut up.
We got Christina Link here. Good morning.
Good morning, good morning. There's Cousin Dan.
Cousin Dan.
Good morning, good morning.
So what we do is just, as we all know, we chat around the breakfast table. We're having coffee. Everybody else can have what they're having. And then I disappear and Roger goes to work. So, but we're going to wait for some more people to come on board. And I hope you're all navigating through time.
Oh, look at this. Yes, a different Alicia Garza.
Oh, okay.
I didn't know there was one. Wow.
Well, as you say, there are many Garzas in this world.
We're all over the place. Trust
You
me.
are.
Hello, Carol and Mario.
So Alicia isn't Garza on Facebook, she says. So there you go. That's what Maria says.
Okay.
She's Alicia Maria. Maria
I
says.
could have swore it said Alicia Maria Garza, but it's okay.
That's okay. I'm really glad
It threw me off,
Thank
I'm going, what?
Thank you.
I said, what was Alicia doing up in Grafton? I couldn't understand that.
What's the connection? Yeah.
No, what was she doing up there?
Okay. Well, we've got it all cleared up now, right?
Yeah,
so we can
thank
get
God,
on
yes.
with
Thank you for clearing that up.
Yeah.
So, I think I said, good morning, Nancy Moreno. As you guys know, there's a lot of stuff that's going on all over the place. You can't really pinpoint one particular thing. And that's why I put on there as a topic, enough. Like, enough already. We had enough. I'm not saying to give in and, you count 3 and you're out. No.
I mean, not to give up if you don't want to give up.
No.
But
just tired of all the BS.
So last weekend, I was up north, as you guys know. Well, I don't know if you guys know. I was not here last weekend because my great niece,
Candace Ness, good morning.
A wedding out of town in Gooseberry Falls, Minnesota, actually. So that was wonderful, and it was kind of crazy because that's a lot of things were happening on that Saturday, which could have deflected from the wedding ceremony, but we didn't. We decided that we were just going to enjoy family, and that's what we have to do these days, is to really appreciate our family in these times. I mean, I am so grateful for all the people who are in our lives, and I never want to stop seeing them. And we're going to have our weekly shows, and we want to see you guys through thick and thin, actually. And maybe some of the folks who show up on our shows do not agree with us and some of the things we say, but that's what makes America wonderful, is that we can appreciate that. We should appreciate the other person's point of view and not be disrespectful, but maybe express why you feel that way. How about that? But anyway, I just really appreciate all of you, and I appreciate my family, and let's just carry on. Good morning, Mary. And there's Richard Dearden. Good to see you.
Oh, he's over there. Good morning, Mary Lasea. Good morning, Richard Dearden. Buddy, I hope I helped you. We talked yesterday, so I hope I helped you.
So Lisa Cantu just sent me in Messenger pictures of the weekend. Oh my gosh, these are fabulous stories.
When she was here?
Yeah. If I could, I might try to capture the pictures and maybe be able to pull them up. I'll try to do that.
Okay.
All right.
So, good morning, Noe Garza. We are here. Anna Faye Naylor, good morning. And where's Jamie at? I know she's going to be on. She said she has to work all the time. But anyway, we want to thank everybody for being here. Hope you had a great week. We are trying to survive our big storm we went through. Man, that baby kicked some booty, let me tell you. There was big old hail like that, like they say golf ball, but it wasn't golf ball. It wasn't that big. But it dented my truck,
It destroyed my flowers.
Yep. A couple of dents here and there.
Yeah. But they're trying to
made it through, huh?
What?
We made it through.
We made it through. Yeah. Yep.
Oh, Anna's at work too. She said she's on break. Okay, well, we're glad that you're here. Don't worry, Richard. Whatever comes to you, you'll figure it all out, and it'll be for the better. Just the person I was just going to mention too, but I was going to mention at 11 o'clock. Ladies and gentlemen, our dear friend Lee Ports Portz. Lee Portz is in the hospital, and we would ask for your prayers, okay? Lee and Mary are very dear friends of ours, and we want Lee to get out of it because he has a couple gigs he has to do. Anyway, buddy, you know I'm there for you, man, and I'm going to ask everybody on the show to pray for you, okay? So keep your chin up. Listen to the nurses, listen to the doctors. I hated being in there, but you got to do what they got to, what they want you to do. But I'm glad you're here, Lee. I'm I'm very thankful that you're here. I don't mean that as a pun or anything or as a joke. It's always good to see you, buddy, you and Mary. And, I know you're in your bed and then to join us on our show, that means something to me. Not too much. Oh, I know what I got to tell you. I don't know if you're going to go or not, if you'll be out by then. I guess we're supposed to have something at the Minnesota Cafe for Spook, a benefit for them. No, not Spook, I mean Shadow. They're having a benefit for Shadow, and they asked us to play. And I think it's not tomorrow, but a week from tomorrow at the Minnesota Cafe. So bring your cafe. That's coffee in Spanish.
It's not tomorrow. Tomorrow, it's next Sunday.
A week from tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
Wake up there.
I am. I'm multitasking. Okay.
So we are trying to get people to go from my page to YouTube. There's a link they put under. Look at this, honey. James Hutchinson. How are you, my friend? Good to see you. You remember James? The drummer?
Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, hi.
And then he had cancer.
Right?
It's good to see you, my friend. Really good to see you. And I grew up with his brother. So here we are. We're going to be doing our work in a little while. And then from there,
I'm gonna
go
offline right now to try to get those pictures up on the thing. But so.
All right, honey.
I'll be back if you want me to. Okay.
Sylvia Hernandez, good morning. Babe, it's up to you if you want to come back on whenever. Good morning, Peppa. And I want to give a shout out to a good friend of mine. Billy Van Hayden, who is the father of, what the heck was his name? I backed him up on, at a couple of gigs. I can see his face, but I can't think of his name. But anyway, Billy and his whole family, they're from the Netherlands. And Bill contacted me this week and saying hello and all that stuff. But he's in the Netherlands. Dwayne, thank you, honey. Dwayne Verheyden, I backed him up. And that's online, I think, on YouTube. And Billy's his dad and the wife is Anita. And they're very good people, real nice people. And we had good times down doing the gigs that we did. I don't know where Dwayne is now. He's out and about, but he's still playing. He plays identical to Flaco Jimenez, identical. Yep, he was Flaco Jimenez's protege per se. Oh boy. Anyway, good morning to everybody. We will be doing what I do in a little bit. It's when I say, for those who are new, James, when I say let's go to work, that means I use my third eye. And bang, I start going through names and I see what's attached to the name. There always is something attached to a name. Sylvia Hernandez, I am getting your hip and your lower back for some reason. I don't know if you did something or you're going to do something or what, but I got your hip and your lower back. Those of you who liked and shared, like Lisa Cantu did, thank you very much. We really appreciate that. That's hitting the thumbs up button and sharing it with your family and friends and groups and all that stuff. Hello, Angelina. Good morning from good old downtown Woodbury, she says. There is no downtown Woodbury that I know of anyway. So there was some things that happened this week that I shook my head because I knew it was going to happen. I think I also mentioned a lot of stuff. So it is what it is. I can't change what comes. I just get it. Okay, Sylvia says, yes, I have a knee replacement and it hurts when I do a lot of working or change of weather. Yes, I know the change of weather one, really. I have severe arthritis in my back after the fall. Jessica Banks Lee, good morning. And everybody on your prayer list, please put these two following names. We want to keep on praying for our dear friend, my dear friend, Lucy Garcia down in San Antonio. Lucy's like a sweetheart of a lady, and I consider her like a little sister to me. She's going through stage 4, I think it is, cancer. A lot of chemo, heavy chemo. So put her on your list, Lucy Garcia. And also, if you could put on your list, my good buddy, our good buddy, Lee Portz, Portz. Lee is in the hospital right now, going through some things. So we're asking for prayers for these folks, okay? So please, please, please pray for them. Kathy Hadley Little, good morning. Yes, Donald Duck has a lot of these under his sleeves. I know. Jose, I know. Remember that I said, folks, I said we would be dragged into this mess. And it looks like we're going to be dragged into it. I told Faye, I said, why is it that they can determine what happens to us? Don't we count anymore? They make the decisions for us and we're the ones that get the hell. If they bomb us, we're the one getting bombed. He's in a little bunker or something, whatever. Then that's not fair to us. That's the way I look at it. If you're going to be a president, it's just like being the captain of a ship to me. You go down with the ship. Right on? See?
Yeah, I can't get started. If I get started, I'll change the show. I don't want to change the show.
Good morning, Crystal Perez.
Everybody knows how I feel.
Sandra Perez, good morning. But anyway, there's stuff that I predicted, and by God, it's happening. Even the things that I said, they were mentioning. Check this out. Somebody had put, and I'm going to talk about this. This guy got, I think, a month or 3 months before he was going to retire. They fired him from his job because he was a biker in a motorcycle club wearing, what they call colors, but it wasn't colors. He had on the Vietnam patch for the POWs, another patch for the kids, something regarding the kids, like from St. Jude's Hospital, things like that. He raised a lot of money for, him and his friends. They raised a lot of money for the kids. They raised a lot of money for the hospital, all kinds of stuff. But this one lady got together with other women just because they saw him at his club. All of a sudden, he's a bad biker. So they fired him. And I couldn't believe that. So I wrote in there. I have a lot of friends that are bikers. And I think I told you all about the time that I played at Chattanooga, Tennessee. And there was nothing but bikers there. And when we finally got down there on the, level ground and all that, and see what the bikers were about, these big biker guys had kids in wheelchairs, kids and they were pushing carts and all that. These poor kids, they were from the hospital and all that, and these big biker guys were tending to them. And I looked and I said, I can't believe what I'm seeing. Biker guys, they have a bad rap. But these particular biker guys were great as gold. And the leader of them, he told us to go to this one steakhouse. So we did, and we ordered our steaks and all that. And he said, he was right. He said, you're going to love the steaks. And we did. So we go to pay. And the club took care of the whole bill. I couldn't believe that, man. That's why don't judge a book by its cover, which the man said too. Don't judge a book by its cover. I have a lot of biker friends, and they're good people, good-hearted people. They're maybe badass on the outside, but deep down inside, they're teddy bears. They're great guys. So please, if you see a biker, just go up and shake his hand and say, thank you for doing what you do. Okay? That's what I want to say about that.
Well, I don't think I will, because that would be weird. But that's okay. I'll let you.
No, because I got a lot of friends that are bikers, like I said.
Yeah.
Herbie Lopez, good morning, buddy.
Just teasing you, dear.
And Peppa says she prayed for me last week because the show was so intense. It really was. I mean, like I said, I go like a roller coaster, up and down. It's where spirit takes me. When I see stuff that's going to happen, I tell you folks, whether you want to believe me or not.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at Kathy says, don't get started. You're talking to Faye, Kathy. I know you are.
She said, don't get me started when we were talking.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So how do we were kind of talking about this before the show. What do we do?
Becky Baker, good morning.
How do we cope? How do we deal? How do we navigate? Anybody got any ideas?
Let me say this, folks. As I've been saying for a long time, I said, if you don't have to be out there in the street, don't be. Stay home. Because we don't know from one day to the next what's going to happen. We really don't.
There are some people who have the right to protest.
You want to tell them that story about the priest?
Yeah, I mean, right, I do. But I also want to say something. It's also okay to exercise your First Amendment right, which is the right to protest.
Honey, right now, there are no rights.
There are rights.
Yeah, for us, there's rights.
Well, of
but
course.
For you to who there's not.
And we've got to show them that we have rights. So I'm going to just drop it there. But The priest, the Pope told the Cardinal of San Diego to get his priests out there to go to the in honor of Refugee Day, which was Friday, to go to the courthouse to the immigration hearings to stand in solidarity against the ICE agents who are waiting for the people who were inside, the immigrants who are waiting to do lawfully get their papers to go through the process. So, and the ICE people just turned away. Now, I don't know how anybody feels about the ICE people, but I'm thinking they are really overstepping their boundaries, and they are being very scary, and they are attacking people who are of color, brown immigrants who have, and not immigrants. You can be a U.S. citizen and still be picked up by ICE. So anyway, that's what the Pope did, and that's what the Cardinal did in San Diego, and it worked. So that's what I'm saying. We need to be strong in these times. We can't be, I feel we need to stand up. We have to stand up. Otherwise, what's the purpose?
Honey, I just got word. Our cousin Benny, through marriage, his dad just died. They just informed me right now. I'm really sorry that happened.
Yeah.
He'll be in a better place. Jamie called, good morning. And I had asked about you, Jamie. I knew you'd be on.
Kathy Hanley says, under this administration, we need to continue to fight for our rights. With this clown, he thinks he is king.
Yep.
There you go. I mean, I agree with you, folks. I mean, I have to say it. I can't. We have people in our families who don't agree with us, and we have friends who don't agree with us, and we have neighbors who don't agree with us. And sometimes they turn their backs to us now, and that's sad. But I mean, these are tough times, and we have tough times ahead. But we have to. I am encouraged, actually, by the numbers of people who are standing up, because you know what? If we didn't, we would have been folded a long time ago, you know? Yeah, Mary says, I think these ICE agents are not ICE, but they're insurrectionists from January 6th. That's why they're so violent. You're correct. I feel
that's why, to me, the vice president was in Montana recruiting troops.
Oh, wow. Right. Right. And
either way, we got to live in this world.
Yes.
So make the best of your own little world. I mean, granted, yes, we're going to feel like prisoners in our house. And then you could say, are you really safe in your house? No.
We might not be. You know, and I think some people have left our show because maybe they don't feel the same way we do. But, you know, I think people of the world are looking at us. They're looking at the United States and kind of in like, what the heck happened? And were people asleep? Yeah, I think they were. Anyway.
We got to do what Kathy Little says.
We need to stand up together. Yes.
Yeah, let's thumbs up.
Yeah, he's standing up. I agree, Kathy. And I think it's okay to vent on the show if you feel like doing that and telling, you know, Roger has predicted some of the things that are happening now. And that's why it's okay to stand up. I mean, and that's literally. I didn't say that correctly. That's why but it's important to know of things that are happening. Because knowledge is power. What did you say? I was talking.
Peppa put this on there for you.
What?
Love you, Faye. You go, girl. That's beautiful.
Well, I think I'm singing to the choir, but that's okay. I love you guys, and I think
here's the thing: we all have to go through this.
Right.
I don't care if you're Republican. I don't care if you're Democrat.
Right.
Everybody's got to go through this.
Right.
You know,
and the sad thing is,
one guy that's doing the whole, causing all the chaos. One guy, and they're letting it happen. That's what gets me.
Well,
I can't believe that.
I know. It's like, why aren't you in jail? Why aren't you?
Yeah.
Why aren't you? Yeah, but he's not, because we got to follow the rules. I mean, the side that is fighting for their lives, even if, this is how I feel about this whole thing, is that I'm not fighting against my neighbor. I'm fighting for my neighbor. I'm fighting for everybody's grandkids. I'm going to join the protests, by the way, folks. I haven't had a chance to, but I will. And I think we all need to, if we feel this way, we need to stand in solidarity.
Okay, look at this, honey. Vicky Howland, by the way, good morning, Vicky. She went to Vegas to protest. Wow, cool. And as you all know, there was thousands. I think it was 2,000 or maybe double that.
2,000
when he had his so-called birthday, March or whatever.
Yeah, there are 2,000 locations of this.
The protesting.
And
no kidding.
The conservative count is 5 million, but there are other counts that really say 11 million. So, I mean, it depends on what media you listen to, right?
Vicky says she lives in Vegas, honey.
Okay, Vicky. Yep, and Kathy says, try to find joy and happiness in your own life. Absolutely. And there's time for, this is especially true. I find joy and happiness being outside with my flowers, even though they were battered by some hail yesterday. I get to go outside and tend to them. That makes me happy. I get to see grandkids. That makes me happy. I get to go watch Roger at his gigs. That makes me happy. It's joyful. So, we really don't sit behind our four walls. We go out as much as we can afford, actually. And this doesn't sound, I guess I struggle with not sounding spiritual, but I feel like I am being very spiritual. We have to do what is right in our core. And I can't imagine the other side having, I don't know how they can feel like they're understanding what their core moral self. I don't know.
Look what James Hutchinson put.
If
we as people won't stand up, who will? Very well put. Because, like I've all been saying since we've been doing the show, when there's some kind of tragedy, like a hurricane, or tornado, or flooding, fires, whatever, we all pitch in. We don't just stand back and go, let them do it. They can do it. And like I said, last week I said, if you got food, you're going to turn somebody down who's homeless and, just turn your back on them. Their house gets demolished and they don't have anything. So you're going to turn your back on them? No. Number one, I also said too, if you're walking by after a tornado and you hear somebody yelling help, are you going to walk away? No. You're going to go right in it and find out and try to help the person out of wherever they're at. This is what I mean by we all have to stand together. We stand together. We work together as one voice.
Okay.
It's hard, but we have to do that.
Here's Christine, Native Love. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Hello.
Good morning, Lenora Moreno. Good morning. And this is the thing. We have to, like, our community is our, that's your environment, your community. Do what you can for your community and your people, your neighbors and whatnot. Like today up here in Wisconsin and in Minnesota, in fact, I think the upper west, Midwest, it's going to be in the 90s to 100, and your poor senior citizens that live next to you, maybe all they have is a fan. You don't know, or if they don't even have one. check on everybody. Please check. Make sure that they're okay. If they need something from the store, go to the store for them. It's not going to hurt you, because there will be a day you will get old and you'll need somebody to help you. So remember that. Oh, here we go. We got an answer back from David Barnett. Thank you, Roger, and your viewers for your prayers a little over a week ago for my grandson, Alex Castillo, who is still in the hospital over 2 weeks after having bleeding on the brain. Oh, my God. Put Alex Castillo on your list, everybody, your prayer list. And had another brain surgery a week later. He's only 29 years old, and he's a good kid. He has a long road ahead of him to learn how to talk and walk again. So thank you again. More than anything, just thank the Holy Spirit, because that's how I work, out of the Holy Spirit, or him through me. But as a personal favor, everybody, thank you for praying for Alex Castillo. Please continue to pray for Alex, for Lucy Garcia, and for Lee Ports, okay? They need our prayers. We got Kathy Hanley Little got started. Where's our government to help the people who have had, the flooding? I said FEMA. Forget FEMA.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you guys saw this. If you remember, they took away the funds for PBS, and they were talking about Elmo. They were taking Elmo away. Well, folks, believe it or not, Netflix got involved, and they're funding it now, which I think is great. Teresa Folas, good morning. John Davis, good morning. And the whole thing is, folks, I think what's happening within us that I've seen, they take away all these programs, yet we as Americans pitch in to help Americans, and that is so cool.
Well, there will be a lot of programs we're going to have to step in to help, because they're I think we should probably back away from all this. I don't know. How do you feel, honey?
Yeah, I'm just.
But
we needed to talk about this because of last week's show.
Yeah.
And I said things are going to happen, and they're happening.
Right.
Exact things are happening. What I said.
Yeah, and I guess we all can't help by feeling the way we do. And I have relatives who don't agree with me, and I love them very much. So, I don't know what to do except just love them. And I hope that the people who's, and I think they love me too. So, I hope we all get through this without hurting each other or making this. We don't need to divide anymore.
Let me mention, honey, here. Herbie says about the seniors. It's not even that. They don't want to use their AC because it will cost too much money. And yes, my friend, you're right. That's why a lot of seniors refrain from using that. They'd rather use a fan. And you're talking to a guy that lived in Texas who's allergic to air, and I only use the fan. The back part of the blade and everything melted. Okay, that's how hot it was. And I had to get another fan. But, I know what it's about. So please check on your neighbors. Make sure that they're okay. If they need something from the store, please go get it for them. Everything. Just keep checking on them.
Okay, I gotta put up what Vicky says. She says, I do too, Faye. I can't talk about politics with them. This is family. Until they come around, all I can do is love them. Yeah.
Yep,
Just
exactly.
keep on. And this is what our show's all about. It's not about it. You know, we fell into this discussion, but it's kind of hard not to, because it affects every single one of us. We are deluged with news that is saturating our airwaves, and we can hardly breathe without hearing something more. But we need to very strongly stand tough in loving. That's what we are all about. We're not about hating. We're about loving.
Yep.
And that's the difference. And that's what the protest showed, was love, not hate. It was all
And that's the
love.
one thing they talked about, honey, was what people learned. Because I listened to some people that came back from the other side, and they said, why? What they asked their question was, why are we spewing out hate when over there it's all about love? And it's
Right.
true. I was there. I know. I want you to, honey, can you post what Mary Lasea says? Go ahead.
Mary says, I think what was meant for evil, God is working, because white and black people are showing their support for the Mexican people. We have to keep the faith.
Amen.
I hope so. I hope so, because, well, and of course the African Americans have been fighting for, you know, a long time, and, you know, now they're seeing Mexican immigrants, you know, suffering.
Yeah, and remember I said last week, I said prior to that, it was the Asian, because they said that COVID
Right.
came from Asia and all that. You know,
Because-
and so what they started picking on Asian people,
Right. So
in between picking on the blacks too.
America is made up of immigrants.
Yes.
We're all immigrants, you know, except for the Mexicans and the natives who lived here before us, white folk, and I'll be
Right.
one of them. That was their, you know, we're the intruders, actually, if you really
It's
want
just like Ralphie May said, honey.
Huh.
He said the Mexicans didn't cross over the line. He said the line crossed over them. And it's true.
Right. So, I mean,
Pam Olson, good morning.
this is what America's made out of, is immigrants, and we should be trying to figure out how to live with each other. That is what we should be doing.
Oh, and another thing I saw, I forgot who did this. Somebody pulled out Donald Trump's dad's birth certificate, and they said he was a stone Nazi.
It was his grandfather.
Oh yeah, the
it
grandfather was.
It was the guy from Germany who was visiting Trump in the Oval Office, bringing the birth certificate of Trump's father, a grandfather who was a German-born person. So Trump is an immigrant. I mean, his family came from Germany. So.
All right, everybody. Our dear friend James Hutchinson, please put him on your list. James Hutchinson. He has to go because he says it's time for his meds and he's going through cancer. So we're with you, buddy. Our prayers go to you. You know that. And we want you to get well. So please put James Hutchinson. You should have 4 people on your list. Lucy Garcia, Lee Ports, Alex Castillo, and James Hutchinson. And if you guys can keep praying for those folks, everything will be peachy keen.
Vicky's, can I put this up?
Sure.
Vicky says, my family fought in the Revolutionary War. My DNA is English and Scottish and Irish. The Irish immigrants were persecuted. We have to be there for everyone. Yeah. Just about every single immigrant has.
Okay, now here, on your side, it's Scottish and Norwegian, right?
Well, I'm Scot and Norwegian. Yeah. Scotch-Irish, actually. I found out that I'm more Irish than I am Scottish or Scot. And
Okay.
so, yeah.
And on my side,
Right.
my dad's side, it's Portuguese, Spanish, and then on my grandma's side, it's Comanche, Apache.
Okay.
So you don't want to get me mad. No, what?
No, me either. Lisa says I'm a mix-a-lot. Here we go. Thank you for the reminder. Life is love and love is life. Absolutely.
Yep. That's what it's all about too, you know? I mean, do you want to walk up and down the street to everybody and say good morning? Shut up, you know? You don't want that. You want good morning, how are you? Good to see you, blah, blah, blah. You know, you just continue the conversation.
So Christine is Oneida native and German and Polish. Yeah.
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 But there you go. That's the mixture. I mean,
That's
you know.
right. That's what we do. We immigrate and then we get together.
Pam Olson says, honey, good morning. I went to the protest at the Capitol in Minnesota. It was inspiring.
Yeah.
There were so many people. There were children and old people that could barely walk. Let's see, I got to hit this button. But it felt important to be there. It was all about love and our country. Bingo.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what we need to show everyone, is that it's all about love. We're standing up against oligarchy and authoritarianism. We are not going to have it. We're not having it. We're not having it.
Now, here's the thing, folks. I'm sure some of you are aware now, but he wants to whitewash this whole thing. And I've got nothing against white people. I mean, look at my wife, and then all my kids are half white. So he wants to take it and make it just a white United States. That doesn't happen.
I don't even know what that means, tell you the truth. It doesn't.
Well, he wants to eliminate any kind of minority that there is.
Well, we all have some. We mostly.
I know, we're all mixed. But the thing is he wants to have it his way. And that's the, what do you call it? The authoritism or whatever?
Well, it also is very racist, by the way.
Yes, I agree.
Sorry, Denise. I'm sorry you have to go. I'm glad to have you here. And you have a good day. Thank you, Denise.
And our love to everybody in Grafton. But that's not what the show is about, folks. So let's get off of that and let's get to getting.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
I'm trying to see if I'm picking up. I keep picking up this old Plymouth car. If anybody, now listen, please, folks. If anybody had like a faded light blue 4-door Plymouth car, I'm going to say like in the neighborhood of around 1953. Whoever owned that car and they're passed, that person's coming back to say hello to whomever it is. And good morning, Katie Johnson. It's a light blue. If you can see the lettering on this cup, okay? How it's light blue. You guys see that there? It's light blue. It's that color of a blue, like faded blue. It's a 4-door, and I want to go with the year of 1953 Plymouth. Okay? Whoever this is that to me is passed already is coming back to say hello to someone. Now, for me, I'm going to say this. I had an uncle, Hank, who drove a car like that, and he flipped it on the Black Bridge. I'll never forget that. And we used to call him Strong Bear because he was, and he just crawled out of it. But anyway, if this pertains to you, this car, then folks, whoever it is, please let me know because this person wants to say hello. I'm hearing the name Steve, okay, of this person that drove this car. And to me, there's a picture of the car and there's a tractor behind it in the picture. Like you can see some of the tractor. Oh, I don't even want to look in there, Richard. That one was too heavy for me. That was very heavy. But I'm beginning to wonder, Richard, the blood river that I saw, I'm beginning to wonder if that's going to pertain to the new war that's going on right now. And I'm hoping not, because, that I remember they picked up people after a bombing, they picked up people and these big blood stains were there. And I'm just like, ay. I don't want to see that. So all I can say is I'm going to move on from that. I don't want to get stuck there again because it was very heavy for me. Anyway, I'll move on from this car also, okay? So we'll keep going. Vicky Howell, there's something wrong. Vic, there's something wrong with the upper part of your mouth. I don't know what's wrong. It's like the top and the bottom are not meeting, or there was an infection in the upper part. Good morning, Loretta Lewis. We're trying to get people to go over to YouTube, okay? My daughter put the link on there, so it won't take much to do it. Yeah, the thing is, Richard, as you know, we always have earthquakes, okay? Now, in your area, like I told you before, they had said there's over 100. Whether they be small or not, they all add up to the one big one, and that's what I'm afraid of. And Richard lives in Idaho, right, Rich? Okay. Vicky says, I just had, what's that word, cryo? At the epidemiologist on 13 places, worried about skin cancer. I'm worried about here's the thing. If it's skin cancer in this area, it could affect the mouth, the upper plate or the upper part of the mouth. So please be careful of that. Okay? Okay, Richard says, okay, Loretta made it over. Good. And Richard says, yep, he lives in Idaho. Richard, I keep seeing I don't know if it's a cliff or if it's a big mountain, but I see it just caving in. And you remember, folks, that I talked about sinkholes. We're going to hear more about them. Okay? Yes, another one. Thank you for that, Sandra. Everybody, if y'all remember our dear friend Cynthia Bergerson, who comes on the show. Well, she can't come on the show right now. She had surgery yesterday. So please keep her in your prayers. Cynthia Bergerson.
I have to interrupt you because Vicky, I think, said yes to the mouth because she had her lips were done too. Am I on the right track,
okay.
Vicky? I just have to let you know that she had responded to you.
Okay, thanks, honey. I get what I get, they take me to the mouth for some odd reason, and then I go to the upper part, not the lower, the upper. And be careful not to have that turn into an infection. Okay, So, Sandra Perez, I don't know why they're showing me this or what. Do you have a tattoo on your back ankle or around your ankle? They're showing me that. And they're also showing me like the bone is like it's chipping away, deteriorating, you know? It's on your ankle bone. Nope. Okay. Keep that in mind. If they take me down to that area, it's because there's something's going to happen. Or you could break your ankle. So please be careful. I'm going to go to our buddy Jose. Jose, are you wearing glasses yet? Because if you remember the last time I talked to you about diabetes, now I'm getting your eyesight is going out of focus. So if you need glasses, do not fight it. I say, yes, you need glasses. Lisa Cantu, for some odd reason, they take me to one of your hands. I don't know what you did, but they're taking me to your hand. You guys can hear that noise. Pinguini's behind me eating. Sandra Dole. I don't know. This is odd. It's almost like you guys are gonna feel either an after effect of an earthquake or something like that. There's gonna be something that's gonna call your attention right away. You know, like we never had this. Well, just so you know. Go to our dear friend Kathy Hanley. Kathy, did you have a dog? I'm sure you know what a beagle dog is. This is kind of a big dog, though. But he's got those ears, and he's kind of faded white or gray with spots and brown ears. Okay? Big eyes. If you ever had a dog like that, because that dog's sitting with you. Okay, Jose says yes, he needs glasses. Okay, thanks, Vic. Yeah, it's what, a basset hound, I guess. But I can see it. It's whitish, grayish, black spots with brown, big brown ears. Thank you, Vic. I don't know. Dogs are dogs to me. And Jose, I'll go back to you and tell you, do not ignore that. If you need glasses, go get them. Stop squinting and stop fighting it. A lot of people do that. I mean, I'm one of them. So that's why I got my glasses now. But I also have lenses that were put in, you know. And finally, after all these years that I've been complaining, I said, how come you don't put one in my left eye? And they said we couldn't because there was a hole in the eye. But they finally did it. I'm waiting to hear from Kathy Hanley about this dog that I described. And Vicky, thanks to Vicky, it's a Basset Hound. So Kathy, if you're still with us, that dog is sitting next to you. Pinguini, quiet, Dad. What do you want, Max? No, Daddy got to do the show. No, I got to do the show. Okay, let me see what she says. I had a mixed dog, black, white, and brown, black ears. I get, like, here's the thing. If you were to dye your hair, like they say auburn, it's that kind of color, but dark red or dark brown, something like that. That's the ears I see. And I think you know which dog I'm talking about, because that dog is very, like, it's obedient and it's sitting by you. You know, it hasn't left your side, if that's what you're thinking. Like, oh, that dog's gone, I'll never see it again. No, that dog's still with you. A lot of people, they say, how can you see a dog in this and that? Or how can you see this? How can you see that? I don't know. I just see it. If you want to argue with me, here's what I'll do. I'll go into your life and see something about you. A lot of times they tell me, I get this a lot. How do you know that? Who told you? Nobody asked to. This is my buddy John Davis. Johnny, they're telling me for you to either play the lotto or something. Money's coming to you. It's not a lot. I want to say in the neighborhood of around 1,500, or it could be 15,000, just so you know. Did I ever get an answer back from Kathy Hanley yet? I think, oh yeah, I did. The dog, that's right. Yeah, it is wonderful, buddy. If you get it, you better know where I live. Okay, Joe. Joe's still here. And I meant to ask you, Joe, when you're in the house, you're supposed to take your hat off. Why'd you take a picture with your hat on? It's like they say, when you're in the house of the Lord, you take your hat off. And everybody says, well, I'm in my house. That's still the house of the Lord. Where'd you get it from? Think. Norma Martinez, good morning. I had a pit mix, brindle with brownish ears. He's one of my guys. Okay, just so you know, dear, he's still with you. It's like he sits obediently by where you sit. Lenora says she's still here. She's just listening. By the way, Lenora, here's the thing, folks. I got 335 people that give me a friend request. I got 500 and something that I let through already. If you don't give me the 4 things that I need, I can't put you in. I need your full name at birth. I need a picture of you, not your dog, not your horse, not no flowers, not no kids, nothing. Just you. Where you live and where you're from. That's all I need. I do not need your birthday, okay? Remember that. Give me those 4 things and I'll gladly put you in. Okay, Noe's still here. Norma, you're like us. Norma says she was up till 3:30 in the morning. That's about what we were too. There was something, aside from the storm for us, there was something that just wouldn't let me sleep. Boys, stop all that noise. What? No, you be nice boy. I'm going to go to Amanda. Amanda, there's something, I don't know if it's candle holders or a plate or something, but to me it's made out of brass. And like that was one of mom's possessions, you know, she really liked that. She wants you to have it, number one, and if you could put it out for everybody to see it's there. Okay? Okay, Gloria, it's going to be raining all over the place, I'll tell you. Good morning to you. And if you see my comadre, Feliz de la Cruz, Snowball's wife, please say hello to her. From me, from her compadre. Oh boy, let's see, where are we now? I'm starting over again, everyone. Holly Orphan, please be careful, honey, not to hit your back, your lower back, or your back in the middle. Hang on, Norma, you just got out. Christina Link, not to be cute or anything like that, but was somebody good at target practice with a bow and arrow? I'm seeing this big target. You know, it's got the white, and it's got the blue, and then the red and the yellow in the middle, like that. That kind of a target. I don't know if it was a sport, and somebody did that or what. Your back already hurts, oh boy. I'm sorry, hon, but just be careful, okay? Good morning, Belinda. I want to go back to Richard Dearden. Aside from that mountain or cliff, buddy, something big is going to happen in your area. It's close to you. I mean, you can see it from a distance, but it's close to you. And it's like I told you before, if you can get the hell out of there, get the hell out of there. Silvia, I don't know if this is, I'll say it like this. I see lágrimas, okay? And I don't know if they're of sadness or if they're something that's going to make you cry, but worry about it, you know? Ponle que somebody, and we don't want this to happen, but ponle que somebody gets in an accident and you're there worried about, you know, and you got tears in your eyes. I see that. And like the old saying goes, no me eches sal, but it's there. I don't do that for anyone. Angelina, are you married? There's something about if you're married, if it's your husband or your boyfriend, I don't know. But I need to know. Max? What's the matter, Dad? I told you I'm going to do the show. Cousin Johnny, good morning, buddy. I don't know if you're aware of it, but we have to play next Sunday at Minnesota Music for Shadow. They're having a benefit for Shadow. Let me see who's answered me so far. Oh, Holly said she needs more injections in her back. Eey, ouch. Christopher James, good morning, my friend. For you, it's already afternoon, but for us, it's morning. What's up, honey?
I gotta correct you. Holly says, "Do I need more injection?" She's asking.
I need new glasses.
I think so.
Yeah, John, I'm in Baldwin.
Are you able to answer, Holly?
Yeah, I was just going to say, Holly, for me, if you could stay away from them, I would prefer that. I know how much it hurts. Both ways, even the first thing and then, right now, the pain that you're in. But if you can avoid getting them, I would prefer that you do that. Okay? It's not a thing that you need. It's like they say, psychosomatic, mind over matter. Okay, I told Sandra Dole there's an earthquake fault. Oh boy. Line running the length of Kootenai Lake. Okay, indigenous people consider Nelson too sacred to live. Just know, dear, that something's going to happen that you're going to be like baffled and say, that never happens. How did that, I picked that up. Like you'll be surprised because of it. Maybe Christine, that's what it is, the high energy thing, because I couldn't sleep last night either. I don't know what it is, but there's something's happening, okay? Let's put it that way. And when I tune into it, believe me, I'll let everybody know. But yes, there is something going on. Okay, let me go over to this side now. Just bear with me, folks, okay? Cruz Reese, my friend, like they say, me da pena decirte, okay? Either somebody just recently passed or someone's going to pass, okay? That's como they're in hospice or something, or they're in bed. But I see it happening. Just so you're aware of it. And I, for one, don't like to be the bearer of bad news, but thanks, Herbie. Herbie, has somebody come to you and asked if they could move in with you? Like a relative? I'm getting a girl. Lisa, I don't get any worrying out of that, okay? Sandra, that's the way to be. Expect the unexpected, You never know what time or when, Let's put it this way, Herbie. You say yes, and somebody asks you. If you do it, buddy, it's going to get sour, and it'll get sour real quick. But it's your place. It's up to you, buddy. Oh, Becky Banker made it over here on this side. Honey, you know who didn't come on? Vicky and Eric. I'm surprised they're not on. Joe, I'm going to put it this way. You might have a female visitor that you're really not going to like or want that person around. Okay? Don't get in an argument. Just say, could you please leave? You know? Don't be rude and pushy or whatever. Just keep that in mind that I feel you're going to get into an argument with someone. Right now, Norma, I don't think it's safe to fly anywhere. Because I don't put it past ICE to be at the airports. Yeah, Vicky Peaster. Where is she? Her and Eric. I'm surprised they're not on. But anyway, we got about 5 minutes. I'm still looking. I asked about somebody's husband. I forgot who it was, but I have to use my mouse to go up and down on names. Becky Banker, I am going to your husband's stomach. Like there's going to be something wrong if it's not already. Okay? Just want you to know that. How do I get rid of that? Okay. Okay. We'll just wait till we hear from her. Okay, Christopher made it over here. Well, I hate to hear about his back going out, but I also got something in the stomach area too. So here's the thing. If we all get bad backs, I get them, everybody gets them. And if you can roll him over on his stomach, this is going to sound weird, but it's what they call empacho because that's what happens. Roll him over on his stomach and grab like a hunk of skin, like they say a donut or whatever, and pull on it. Just keep doing that. Eventually, it's like air pockets, and eventually the fluctuation will come out and the pain will subside. And remember, I'm not a doctor, nor am I a psychiatrist, but I know what I know. And I see what I see. I'm surprised he hasn't said to you, hey, let's go visit him. His stomach always hurts him. He has acid reflux a lot. Well, you got to watch what you eat, number one. But I would like for you to pull on his back, the skin. Okay? It's like air pockets. Get it out of there. Vanessa Talavera, good morning. And I'm about to leave in a little while. Vanessa, where are you texting from? Just put it on there real quick, because I'm going to go right to you. Like they say, Vanessa, ándale, por favor, muévete. Lenora, I'm going to try. Remember what I said, honey, what I need. Your full given name at birth, a picture of you, where you live, and where you're from. Okay? I need those 4 things. It helps me. De volada, I can go. Ninfa Martinez, good morning. Are you related to Norma? Just remember, Joe, like they say, tranquilo, okay? If somebody comes to start pedo with you, hey, I don't want to hear it. Please go. AM help. I don't know what that means, Christopher, but I guess thank you. So, we're getting close to time. I know it was short and all that, and then we got carried away with all the stuff going on in the world. This week, folks, just be ready, okay? Because we're right at the, just really right at the edge of something bigger happening. I keep getting, believe it or not, folks, I keep getting China. I don't know if they'll declare war on us. I don't know what's going to happen. But I keep getting China. Like China's on the back of my neck. Well, believe it or not, Lenora, let me tell you a little story real quick. I do what I do. And when I was living down in San Antonio, part of the family came because of those 3 lawsuits that are going on about the oil. Part of the family came to me and they asked me to come to this meeting with one of the lawyers, and I did. And they said, we want to take you down to Rio Grande, to the courthouse. And so I went, and man, there was like thousands of family there. They were all related to me, you know. And I remember I did some readings there while I was there. And they also wanted me to listen to the judge to see whether or not it was all real. And yes, I told them it was. And I said, people are going to die because of this. And they have. And they continue to. So, she might have been there. I don't know. But I was down there a long time ago. But I remember being there. Sandra Dole says, thank you, Roger. Faye, stay safe and protected. Everyone, it's an Indigenous Day in Canada, eh? Healing, abundant blessings, everyone. And let's pray China could be eyeing Taiwan. There's just something about China. It's on the back of my neck. This is weird. Norma says, I hope you guys have a great weekend. I feel we are going to war with Russia. Not yet, okay? I don't feel that yet. I got China on my neck. So to me, that's something's going to happen. Something to break there. Once again, I want to remind you folks, please pray for, put this on your list, Lucy Garcia. our dear friend Lee Portz, Lee Portz is Portz. Please continue praying for Alex Castillo, who had blood on the brain. So we want to take, that's where we want to concentrate. Our dear friend James Hutchinson, who's going through chemo, and also Lucy's going through chemo right now. Our dear friend Cynthia Bergeson, who just had surgery yesterday. So we hope she gets well and gets out of there, because a lot of people don't like the food. I like the food. But anyway, we got to go. I know, Kat. I know. Lisa, where are you, Lisa? Everybody that helps us say it. We got to go. There you go. Kathy and Lisa. So please, everybody, take care of yourselves. Please check on your neighbors, because it's going to be hot all over the Midwest area, Texas too. Please check on your elderly neighbors, okay? See if they need anything from the store. Be good to each other, because we need each other right now. Not just this amount of people, no. The whole world needs everyone, and especially now. We in the United States need each other now. So please do what you can to help. Now, what I want to say to everybody, thank you so much for being with us. Thank you for letting me come into your homes, or letting us come into your homes and into your hearts. Take care of one another. And as we say every show, love everyone you can on this earth, especially now. It is getting crazy. Love everyone on this earth, because, as Kathy and Lisa would say, and everybody else on the show, love is life, and life is love. Remember those words, they're very dear. Love is life, life is love. Put it together and feel that way in your heart towards your fellow man, per se. Okay? Take care, everyone. God bless. Bye-bye.